needed to spray the veneer with water to prevent cracking was a huge deal. I would attempt to bend it very, very, very slowly, and if I felt any sense of cracking, I would spray again, wait a little bit, and then start to bend it again. Once I knew the board would bend without breaking, it was ready to be glued up. I put packing tape on the form to prevent glue from sticking and began filling the kerfs with glue. I debated for a while whether to use glue or epoxy. I'm still not sure which one would be better, but I decided to go with glue. Anyway, this is not my first time making curved draw fronts, and it's not my first time kerf bending, but this is my first time using kerf bending to make curved draw fronts. The curved draws I made in the past were made from bendy plywood, and I used a double-sided bending form to get them to shape. The only time I've used kerfs for bending, I didn't need to make a form because I screwed the piece directly to the project I was working on, so I was slightly nervous that this wouldn't work. I thought there would be a lot of springback when I took it off the form, but was pleasantly surprised when I took it off and it kept its shape. I did, however, have a problem where the first and last kerfs were not completely closed and glue was just seeping out of them, and I kept having to refill it. So for the next one, I made this little filler stick that will plug up most of the kerf and I won't have to keep topping it off with more glue. At least that was the plan. Same as before, fill all the kerfs with glue, except this time I put the filler strips in the first and last kerfs on both sides, and I clamped it all up the same way, making sure everything was lined up using the center lines. As I clamp it closed, you can see all the glue is just pouring out the sides. If I just left it like that, all the glue would seep out. So I got a little smarter on this one, and I used packing tape to create a dam that keeps the glue in the kerfs. You can see it's pooling up a little at the ends, but it's not hemorrhaging like it did on the first one. Also,